Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Undead Unluck, episode number 10 reaction. Okay, the previous episode, what happened was we were in the middle of the battle between Victor and all the members of the Union. And it was a tough battle, obviously, like every one of them were trying to attack Victor, but Victor is too strong and his abilities were literally like him regenerating from his body parts. Like it's crazy how ridiculous it is. And everyone like used their powers and techniques to try to counter it, but it was of no avail. um, Top, I think one of the that was his name. He took Shen and Fuko away from there, but Fuko later on tells him to bring her back because she can do something to stop Andy. She goes and tries to stop Victor while everyone else protects her, and then in the end she shoots Victor's head, making a hole, plugs it with his her finger, and tells Andy to wake up, and it works, you know. And yeah, and then after that, when Andy partially is able to come back, he kisses her and yeah, like unleashes the ultimate unluck up until now, the biggest one, a meteor shower basically. And yeah, the whole place gets completely like like submerged, and they're able to bring Andy back. And yeah, in the end, they like kind of talk about the whole situation, and yeah, Foucault says don't like take a risk like that from here onwards. Yeah, and then it ended in a kind of like a weird position where Apocalypse was going to give us the results of the whole thing. So yeah, let's see what happens from there. So this is episode 10. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. Three, two, one, go. Hmm. Yep. All right. Okay, what's happening? Whoa. Okay. What is that? Unseen. Targeting compulsory action. Body and anything you recognize as your property. Hmm. Oh my god. Huh, okay. Right. Hmm. All right, here we go. The result. Or wait. Quests ended. Oh, that was the timer. Inside. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, Billy's 3. 2. Oh, Shen is 2. Wow. Okay. Hmm. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Is she calculating? Oh, she's calculating the amount of days he was asleep. Wow. Oh God. Result. Okay. Yeah, Jews did that. Ah. The top people went there. Oh, they also okay. Nice. We got another seat. There you go. We can add another person within our ranks. Right. This is a very good thing. Like a very good reward. Eat. Okay, who did this one? Jew. Oh, Jews also went. Okay. What was the reward for this one? Oh, location of negator unburn. All right. In the middle of the. Okay. Right. Nice. Ah, but you know. Oh. Neutralization of human language. Okay. Oh wow. So everyone's just going to speak the same language now. That is interesting. Or something like that, I guess. So everyone's Japanese. I guess in a way, if you think about it like that. There you go, everyone's Japanese. I think so. Yeah, obviously it's like in English, but in Japan it's like okay. Altering the memories are from the better. Oh no, English. He literally says English. No. Yeah, test it. Wait. She cannot understand. Wait, what? What's happening? Shouldn't she understand? Wait, what happened? I didn't understand that. I'm gonna go back here. Yume passed. Okay. Damn, Jews went in everything. Rebellion. Hmm. Right. Nice. So, yep. Unrepair. Here we go. I doubt that, but you know. Oh, that guy did it. Oh no, what's going to happen now? Wait, so if you. Hmm. Found ended up in a desert. Oh. Oh, so that guy's unrepair. Okay. Oh, that's why he keeps bleeding because unrepair, I guess. Okay, so now. Right. So only if you will fail one, it's all over. So galaxy is. Okay, so. Wow. Yep. So the galaxy exists now. That is crazy. I doubt this is going to affect them in any like significant way. It's just that like yeah, I doubt this is going to affect them. Like how is this going to affect them? Right. Okay, so I have to succeed in every single one of them. Hmm, that's crazy. Right. So now the galaxy exists. No. Oh, this guy moves everyone. Ah. Okay, okay, let's see. I think you're gonna get hit by an unluck. Oh no, she's wearing her gloves. Okay, right. A new rule that the world will always. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think. How will this affect us? Like the galaxy exists now, I guess. So what? Like there'll be stars and everything. I'm guessing now. What? My justice. Oh, we're dealing with a humor called a. Oh, okay. Alteration. Oh my god, here we go. The galaxy. Oh, wait. Wait, is the. Oh, there you go, there's the stars. Wow. So up until now, the sky was literally like dark completely, except the moon, I guess. The moon was there, wasn't it? Yeah. So the moon got added before this, and now the galaxy got added. That's. Hmm. Okay, okay. What the hell? What's. Oh boy. Oh, are they like transferring their like knowledge to. Right. Yep, everything, all of these things exist now because the galaxy exists. Like astrology, like astronomy, all these things that are related to the galaxy all exists. And everyone has the information about it because there you go. Okay, oh, you know what? This is interesting. I was thinking, yep, all these exist. Wait, what? Wait, aliens are. Wait, what's happening here? I don't think this. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting aliens. I guess it makes sense if other planets exist. Wow. Damn, this is bad. I was like, yeah, like Galaxy got added, so what? Freaking aliens are here now. Like, what the hell? Oh my god, I wasn't expecting aliens. Whoa. Yeah. How about you leave? Um, right. But do you know about the negators? Lack cooperativeness. God damn it. Um, okay, so juice has power has something to do with justice. Oh, that is her power, negating justice. Whoa! So, anyone who thinks of something as justice, that's gonna get negated. So, ambition and vision, justice, all these things can literally be negated. Okay, I see. I think so. I think I understand, but I'm not really sure. Okay. Oh, so justice gets no. Damn. Right. Yeah, that's true. Like this time. Oh, this was 99th penalty. Ah. Uncovered a stone tablet at the same time. Oh my god! Oh no, that's bad. Two more slots left. Oh, that was the slot! The final penalty. Oh no. Oh wow! Oh no 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 no. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yep, exactly. Bro, so one more penalty we can get. Oh, we need to find another one now. So for now, it's like a little bit of a respite, unless and until we get the other one, the other negator. We need to find the other one. Yeah, unrepair. Will if. Oh wait, it's not on pause. It's going to continue, but oh, so we have to get the negator before the time. Okay, bro, just. Oh wow, that's interesting. Damn, he's so small now. He's gone. Oh lord. Wow. Yeah, and it went pretty oh wow. Well, that's good. Yeah, but the biggest problem is Ragnarok. Oh, we also got Unburn as well. Okay, so two of them. Unrepair is that guy. Yeah. I do wonder who Unburn is. Yeah, yeah. I don't think she will be happy to go with Andy. Wow, that was crazy. That was a crazy episode. Damn. Ugh. Hmm. Okay, that is it. All right, that was this episode. Wow. So, this episode actually made us understand the whole situation a lot more better. Like we had a basic understanding as to what happens if we fail and everything. And we got a better understanding and everything. And you know what's interesting? I was wondering, like, what type of penalty even is like the addition of galaxy? Like, yeah, the galaxy will be added. So what? What penalty is that even? Like, that's not really a penalty. And it's funny to see that how they made a twist on that. So basically, they're like, oh, since galaxy exists, there is possibility of aliens as well. And if aliens are possible, then that means aliens can invade your world as well. And that's exactly what happened. So the penalty that we got wasn't really a penalty, but what happened like was like in a form of a penalty. Like the result of getting the penalty, that is the galaxy, made the aliens invade us. Because it makes sense. If there's no galaxy, there's no other planets, and if there's no other planets, there's no aliens. But if galaxy exists, there's a possibility of existence of aliens, and if aliens exist, there's a possibility of them invading us. And that is why immediately the aliens attacked us. So in a way, what was a penalty was kind of like the result of getting a galaxy. Like, that is the aliens attacking us. That was kind of like the penalty in this fall, in this way. Because yeah, like adding of galaxy, that's not really a penalty. It's not. However, because of the existence of galaxy, bad things might happen. That is, aliens might attack you, that kind of thing. So in that way, you can consider that as a penalty. And that's what happened here, but we easily took care of it. And it makes so much sense now. Like, yeah, like, and it's fun. Like I said, it's very funny to like realize that, like, obviously what we think is normal, like we, like, the audience, like the existence of galaxies is very normal to us. And that is why I just assumed that, oh, having a galaxy doesn't really mean that it's a penalty. Like we exist in a galaxy. We human beings are all like now we're living here. We are inside a galaxy, one of the galaxies. So it's not really a penalty. Like, that is the way of thinking, that is the norm here. But if you think about it, like, the fact that aliens still haven't invaded us is just something, like it's something that has never happened to us. But that doesn't mean in this anime that will not happen. So that's why aliens immediately attack them. So even though things we might consider normal, or like, yeah, normal here, if that is added in this anime, they might twist it into bringing something that is unthinkable or unconsiderable. I never expected aliens to attack them. I was like, oh, galaxy is going to add it, so what? But then they kind of twisted it with the existence of aliens and them attacking that. And I'm like, wow, that is interesting, So this is how they did it. So I don't know how, if I'm able to explain it, but like I felt this was very interesting. The way they kind of, like made such a normal thing, that is the existence of galaxy, into a penalty. you know like, yeah. And if you think about it, it's true. Like, like, I guess you could say it's fortunate that we human beings never got invaded by aliens up until now. We don't even know if extraterrestrial life exists or not. It must exist. Like, there's like such a big galaxy. I'm sure there's somewhere in some corner of the whole, like, the whole cosmos, in some corner there must be at least like some life, which we still don't know. So I'm sure there's life exists in this whole cosmos. However, the fact that nobody has invaded us is so normal to us that I never really thought that that could actually happen here. That's a very clever way they did this. I like that. It was so interesting. Um, yeah. What else? And that was the most interesting thing about this episode, like how they made the existence of galaxy into a penalty. Momentary, for a momentary amount of time, because Jews just took care of it immediately. Um, okay, a few other things that happened. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go back to that part, the neutralization of human language. I didn't understand this part. Let me read this part if I'm able to understand. Okay, excuse me. So it succeed, like we were able to succeed like neutralizing it. So Reward unification of all of the world's languages. All right, here we go. So all the languages will be unified. So every language will be the same, I'm guessing. Is that what it means? Or okay, so you see this part where there was like in the station, Shinjuku station, there was like one in Japanese and one was in English, I think. Let me check. Right. Yeah, Shinjuku station to Omekaido Avenue. That was underneath, and on top is in Japanese. So that changes, and since all the languages are the same, it literally became one thing. Shinjuku station to Omekaido Avenue. Now here, next is, I'm guessing, yeah, a lot of languages, different languages. I'm guessing there's Russian. I'm not sure, like there's Japanese, Chinese as well. I think, I don't know, and a few other languages as well. You can see all these languages became English. Keep out. Okay, so altering the memories and cultures of all non-negators. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I understand now. I was confused when Mui wasn't able to understand. So basically, the negators still have the knowledge of the different languages. That is Shen and everyone, like here. When Shen speaks in Chinese, he still knows about Chinese and English. However, for everyone else other than the negators, only one language exists for them. That is English. So that is why when Shen talked to Mui in Chinese, Mui was like, "What are you saying?" She couldn't understand. For her, English is the only language because that is the only language everyone knows now, except the negators. Like Shen knows Chinese and English and Japanese as well. I'm guessing. I don't know. So kind of like that. And what is okay? So I understand that part now. I understand why Mui wasn't like, up until now. I was thinking that all languages like fuse together or something, and that's why I was confused. I was like, wait a minute. If Shen speaks in Chinese, if Chinese fuse together with English, shouldn't that make sense to Mui? No, that's not what happened. It didn't fuse together. It's just that all the other languages just disappeared. Only English existed, and everyone else's memories of that also disappeared, and everyone speaks English now, except the negators, which is Shen. And that's why when Shen spoke in Chinese, Mui wasn't able to understand it, because for her whole life she's been speaking in English, and she also, her memory also got altered because she's a non-negator. That is why that happened. I see. Now I properly understand. But what really surprised me? Like here, all English have been unified to all languages have been unified to English. They made English the base language. I was thinking they were going to make Japanese the base language because this is like a manga, like it's from Japan. So I was very surprised and it's not even like a translation thing. Apocalypse literally says English. He says all languages have been unified to English. Ego. He says ego is English. So he actually says English. That probably means in the manga as well, I'm guessing that's what happened. It's not, the base language isn't Japanese, but it's English actually. That kind of surprised me, because I was thinking they're going to make Japanese the base language, because they're in Japan. Are they even in Japan? I'm not even sure where they are, where this thing exists. This whole thing. But yeah, that kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting them to say make the base language English. I thought they were going to make it Japanese. And yeah, so right, there you go. And also Shen kind of asks her before, are you wearing the necklace? Since she's not wearing the necklace, that would mean that, yeah, that the necklace wouldn't really work. So that's why he took his necklace out and he spoke in like Chinese to Mui, and Mui was like, what are you saying? I don't understand. And he's like, okay, and he confirmed it. So there you go. It's not the fusion of languages. I feel like unification is a wrong word to use in this type of situation. It's not really unification, but it's making one language the base language, and the other languages just like disappear and doesn't exist anymore for the non-negators. So something like that. Right. Okay, so now that I understand that part. That part, it took me, like, while reacting, I wasn't able to understand what was going on there. Another thing that happened in this episode, Juice's power. Injustice. I think that was what it is. Okay, let me check. Injustice. So, okay, before that, the alien says that in order for my family, friends, and people to live on this planet, all of you must die. And he's like, oh, all of us, like, are trying to look for a new home, this and that. That is, what he says. Juice asks him, is that your version of justice? Okay, so a vision. So his vision of justice is attacking Earth, getting the place for his friends and family and living here, and kind of like that, like either killing all the residents of Earth or making them into cheap labor. That is his vision of justice. For them, that is correct, that is justice, that is right. And he says, yes, a vision infallible in any form or reasoning otherwise. So, what she does is like, okay, in case I'll just have to negate that justice. So she negates the justice. Now I have to understand properly what she means by negating justice. So his justice is this, that is attacking Earth and like getting a place for them. That to them is right, is correct. Obviously our version of justice is the opposite to it. We think that this is injustice, because yeah, obviously, like they're attacking us. Like what the hell? They're taking our place, they're taking our homes. Obviously that's not justice for us, but for them that is justice. And as they say, like each person has their own version of justice. Like in a war, each like side has their version of justice. So it is kind of similar to that. Their vision of justice is conquering us, while our vision of justice is the opposite to that. So she says, I'm going to negate that justice. So I'm still not really clear about negating justice. What exactly does that entail? So what happens after that is all the ships starts attacking themselves. So negating the justice that is attacking us, like their justice was attacking us, that was correct to them, so she negated that. So like I don't understand why they started attacking each other then. Like I would guess that if she negated that justice, they would just leave, because that's not justice to them. Why did they start attacking each other? That's one thing I don't understand. Right. I feel like I still need a better explanation of this. Well, now I'm trying to think about what Jews did before. You remember when oh, I see. That part, when the first few episodes, when Andy tried to attack them, and Jews probably used injustice then as well. So Andy was trying to attack, the negators, while the negators, that is, like especially Tatiana, she tried to attack like Andy. Jews. Okay, so if you think about it like that, Andy's justice at that point of time was attacking the negators, while Tatiana's justice at that time was attacking Andy. So Jews negated that, I'm guessing, which is why Andy's sword pointed towards Foucault, while Tatiana's beam pointed towards Billy. So, like, I would like to say it's not like isn't this like not a negation, but actually like making it opposite? Isn't it reversing the justice instead of negating it? That's what I'm thinking now. Like, because here, like I said, here the aliens' version of justice was to attack us, but if they negated that justice, I feel like if the justice doesn't exist, they'll just leave. But the fact that they started attacking each other makes me think that she didn't negate it but made it opposite. Like if their version of justice was attacking us, reversing it means they'll attack themselves. While similarly, for Foucault, Andy, and Tatiana, Billy, Andy's justice was attacking the negators, while Tatiana's justice was attacking Andy. So if you reverse that, Andy's points his sword towards Foucault, while Tatiana points her weapon towards Billy. Shouldn't it be reverse, not negation? That's what I'm thinking now. This is kind of confusing me a little bit. what they're doing is reversing it. It isn't really negation, is it? Like, it would make more sense if she said reversing justice, but that's not how the powers work. The powers work in a way where, like, one of the rules are negated. You cannot, like, reverse it, but you can negate it. But negation doesn't really work in this situation. If you look at this situation, it seems as if she's reversing justice, not negating it. I don't know. Right. Anyways, I feel like I need to see more instances of her power to properly understand it. At this point of time, we've seen it 2 times, so I feel like need to see it more. Otherwise, we won't be able to understand properly. Because I think this is not negation, this is reversal. Okay, there you go. Right. So there you go. That is the only part of this episode that I'm a little bit kind of still unclear about. This whole section. Like, it makes sense. I understand Jesus' power now properly, but I think isn't really negation, but it seems more like reversal to me instead of negation. I don't know. Maybe I'm not able to understand something that'll probably, like, clear this up for me. Maybe there's something that I'm not able to understand or I'm not realizing. That is why it's not that clear to me. But anyways, you know what? Let's wait. Again, like I said, I'm sure we'll get to see more of her power in the future. I'm sure I'll understand little by little, and it'll get clearer to me. Right. And another big information we got to know today is that the reason why they're, like, trying to quicken the pace and trying not to get any penalty is because there's 101 slots, and up until now they've gotten all the 99 slots filled up. So there's, like, number 100 left and number 101. We only have the possibility of failing once more. Another time we fail, the final penalty will be Ragnarok, and that means it's the end. So yeah, it is kind of an emergency. I'm thinking, what have they done? Like how many, like, days have, not days, but how many months and centuries have they been doing this? If 99 of the slots are already filled, that is crazy. Not centuries, I guess you could say, but how many years? But because if you think about it, 3 months equals to one penalty. So even if you fail every single, like, like a month, in 3 months, they were able to get 99 of them. So that means 99 multiplied by 3, that is 297, that isn't it? Yeah, I think so, something like that. uh, uh 397, 12 to 20, 23 to 24 years or something like that. So if they have been doing this for 24 to 5 years, and if they have failed every single time, it would make sense 99 of them would be filled up. But I doubt they failed every single time. I doubt that. So it'll be more. So I'm guessing they probably have been doing this, like, an average, like guess, at least 50 years they have been doing this. Something like that, I'm guessing. If the success rate is 50-50, then they're at least doing this for 50 to 55 years. If the success rate is more, then they have been doing this for even more. Okay, I think so. Right, I don't know. It's just a small calculation. Either way, yeah, but now it's like we're almost at the end of the ropes. So, there you go. So yeah, these were the things that got revealed in this episode, and yeah, that was great. Also, we got to see Unrepair for a little bit, and because all the agents that we sent to take care of Unrepair, not Unrepair but Unseen, weren't all, like, were all died. Unrepair was interfering in our job, and that's why we failed this time. So right, let's see. Okay, so right, another thing I'm thinking, they said that all the negators, their memories will be intact. So I'm wondering, would that mean that Unrepair's memory is also intact? About the whole galaxy situation and the like the unification of the language situation. If it's intact, Unrepair would be very surprised, wouldn't he? He'd be like, what the hell? Like, why is there only one language going? Isn't that what he said? Like, only the negators, this is going to happen to them. Wait a minute, let me go back. Where's that part where they talk about the language? Okay, altering all the memories and cultures of all non-negators. There you go. Non-negators. So all the negators, their memories are still there. That would mean even if there are some, like, if the people who are not part of union, if they're negators, their memories will still be there. So for them, it's like a sudden thing, isn't it? So just think about it. Let's think about a negator who's not part of union, who only knows, who lives in Japan or something, a negator who lives in Japan. After this day, everyone in Japan would start speaking English, and he or she, if that negator doesn't know English, they'll be screwed. Isn't that what's happening here? They cannot speak English, and they have been speaking Japanese all along, and now suddenly, after this happened, everyone's speaking in English, and like this negator will be like, what the hell is going on here? Isn't that a problem for them? I don't know. Anyways, I don't know, like, it just suddenly came to my mind that if something like that happens, that is kind of very inconvenient, isn't it? Oh my god. Right. Okay, so there you go. Right, now I'm going to talk about okay, so that was this episode. Great episode. Like I said, a lot of information got, told, were revealed to us, and yeah. So okay, now I'm going to talk about this episode scene by scene, like I usually do. In the beginning part of the episode, we see Unrepair. So he has captured Unseen. So right, so Unseen's power is self-targeting compulsory activation type. When you shut your eyes, your body and anything you recognize as your property becomes invisible. When you shut your eyes, your body and anything you recognize as your property. Right. So yeah, I was wondering. He actually says, like, it's odd that that's your blood coming from the stomach. Why would, like, isn't the blood also part of him and his own thing? How is that? How can he see that? Maybe you didn't notice. I don't want you running off on me, so I cut open a stomach and put a homing device in there. I see. Okay. Right. So yeah, I guess it makes sense since it's unseen. The homing device isn't really part of his body, so he can still track him. And so you need to think that it's your property, otherwise it won't work. So I'm guessing since the wound is like bleeding out, maybe the blood that is coming out, he doesn't think of it as his property because it's actually literally spilling out. Is that what's happening? That is why only that little blood can be seen dripping. All the other blood inside his body cannot be seen because he obviously that's part of his body and he knows that is his property. But the blood that is spilling out, maybe it doesn't work on that. That is why. I don't know. Anyways, so another thing, he says that you can see he's also bleeding from here. He says, "You're mine. I'm not going to hand you over to those guys." Right. So we still don't know what his power is properly, but I'm guessing that, since he's called Unrepair, whatever wound he makes on the other person is going to keep bleeding, or it won't be able. You cannot repair it. So, I guess that probably means that it's going to obstruct the healing ability of the enemy. Like Unrepair, it negates the repair, and if it negates repair, that means if he cuts someone, that cannot be repaired. That means your body, like, healing abilities, cannot heal that. So it's going to keep bleeding. It's not going to clot. It's going to keep bleeding, and unless until you bleed out to death. Something like that is, I'm guessing. So yeah, and he's literally the perfect person for this, to fight him. Okay, now after that we are back in the, like the Union facility. It's September the 1st, and yeah, so Apocalypse comes out, and Kuko realizes that she's been sleeping for a while, you know. Okay, so out of all the 6 quests, Apocalypse is like, all right, let me tell you what you got. So the first one, capture of Yume Burn, successful. Juice and all of them did it, and you can see Juice has it with her as well. You know, the flaming sword. So, right. Oh, interesting. I'm like, I'm thinking, since it's called unburn, that would probably mean that even if it's flame, it won't burn anything because it's going to negate the burn. So that is why I'm guessing the sword can be flaming, but it's not burning. Maybe that's how it works. That's why it's called unburn. So it's a flame that doesn't burn, or something like that. I don't know. Right. So this brought in the 11th seed. So one more negator can be added. Right. That was number 1 that we won. The next one, capture of Yuma Eat, successful. Okay, what was the reward for this? Oh, reward location of negator unburned. So interesting. So, oh, wait. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh no, Yuma burn. Oh. Oh no, sorry, I made a mistake. Oh my god, I mixed the two names up. They captured Yume Burn, not Unburn. So Yume Burn they captured, which is Juice's flaming sword, I think. No, not flaming sword, but the flames on the sword. Oh, so that is the Yume. Yeah, Yume. Yeah, it makes sense. Yume aren't negators. But negators are, unburn, or negators always have that un in front of them. But Yume's aren't negators. So Yume's aren't. Okay. So Yume Burn they captured, and they've got the, like, after doing like the second mission, they got the reward that is location of unburn. And that is why okay, so I guess this unburn is probably someone who can negate burn. There you go. Okay, so that's why Apocalypse says that, oh, now that you have burn, you might not need to go and find the negator unburn. So he says that I will reveal the exact location for the next 7 days. They won't be able to understand that you're tracking him. Yeah, though you probably don't need to catch them, as you've already captured burn. Because yeah, getting the negator and burn would have helped them to capture burn, but they already did it. So anyways, okay, item 3, neutralization Yume language, successful. So since they neutralized language, every single language has been unified. But like I said, I feel like unification is like a wrong way to explain this. It's not really unification, but it's kind of like only one language exists now. Like, yeah, I guess in a way, if you think about it, that does mean that all the languages have been unified. But if you think about it from the negator's perspective, it means that only one language exists now. That has become the base language, and all the other languages, it doesn't exist for any of the non-negators. So the negators know all the other languages. Some of the negators might speak Japanese, some might speak Chinese, some might speak Russian. But at the end of the day, if they use that with the non-negators, they'll not understand it. They'll be like, what the hell are you saying? Because for them, English is the only language that exists now. So that's what is happening. So from the perspective of the negators, you cannot really say this is unification. But from the non-negators perspective, I guess you could say this is unification. Okay. So I talked about that part in the beginning part of the discussion. It took me a while. While I was reacting to it, I didn't understand what happened here. How did this unify? But the whole Shen talking to Mui and speaking in Chinese, and Mui was like, "What are you saying? I don't understand." What did you say, sir? Could you please repeat that again? There you go. And that is why Shen was able to confirm that, yeah, like it's true. That's exactly that has happened. English is the only like language that exists now for the non-negators. So yeah, while reacting to it, I wasn't able to understand this properly. But then going back to this part again, I was able to understand that, and I talked about that in the beginning part of the reaction discussion. Okay, so there you go. Now after that, item 4, capture of the Yume, passed, successful. So the reward for this was location of, no wait, what? Oh no, reward artifact rebellion. Okay, artifact rebellion location has been revealed. All right. Now, the next one is capture of Yume spoil. So obviously, Fuko and all of them like won that, so they were able to get Unrepair's location for that. And Fuko's like, wow, now you can like he probably can give you death. Anyways, next one is item 6, capture of Negator Unseen failed. So Negator Unseen has, obviously we've seen Unseen, she was like like that person was in front of what's his name, Unrepair. Yeah, like that person was in front of Unrepair, so we saw that. So we weren't able to get them, so failed. However, yeah, they kind of say it like, and my guess is Unseen got taken by Unrepair. Yeah, because all the people that we sent there, they all died and everything. So there you go. So we're now getting a penalty. It's kind of harsh, isn't it? Like you fail one and you're gonna get a penalty out of 6 of them. God damn it! But I guess they are giving us 3 months, so still, god damn. Anyways, so yeah, the penalty is addition of Galaxy, Yume Galaxy, and here we go. This was the part where I was like, how is this a penalty? I don't understand. How is this a penalty? And everyone was freaking out because obviously they do not know what this galaxy thing is. So everyone was like, what the hell is going to happen now? But we know, like we the audience knows what galaxy is. So I'm pretty sure everyone who was watching this, they were probably like yeah, like the galaxy is going to add it. So what? It's not really a penalty, is it? But they were all freaking out because they didn't know what galaxy was. Like, who knows? For them, the galaxy could have been like a monster or something. Like they don't know what a galaxy is, so they didn't know what the nature of a galaxy is. So they were like, who knows what a galaxy is? Maybe it's a monster or something. That's why everyone was freaking out. But and I was like, how is this a penalty? And then it gets revealed exactly how this is considered as a penalty. So Juice tells Move, I think that's the name of the Yume, to move them to the outside surface, and they do that. He does that, and the whole place was dark completely. Only the moon was there, and then like the whole galaxy got formed, and the whole place was filled with stars and everything, and everyone like like the planets and everything, and everyone's like, wow, like, and this is so beautiful. And they're like, how the hell this is a penalty? They also ask the question. They're like, how is this a penalty? And then Nico, I think that was his name, he was like, all right, let me ask like the non-negators, those scientists who are like working. He asks them, and they're like, oh, like they transfer their memories to him as well using that thing. And yeah, so they Nico, in his head, all the information comes in. So obviously, if planets exist now, a lot of other things will exist now. For example, astronomy, astrology, what else? The myths and the legends, like of like the constellations, all these things will exist now. The zodiac, the calendar, like the telescope and everything, they'll have like a proper reason for existing now. You can see the celestial bodies. So many things, like Milky Way, galaxy, all these things got added, right? So so Nico says, all right, I have the information. Basically, penalty spawned a slew of Earth-like bodies, and along with systems involving them, such as myths, days of the week, also introduced the concept of extraterrestrial life forms called aliens. And here is where the twist comes. Up until now, I was thinking, like, how is this a penalty? And as soon as he says that, oh, this also means that there's extraterrestrial life forms exist and they are called aliens, and they're attacking us now currently. And I'm like, all right, so this is the twist. This is how this is actually a penalty. And yeah, the alien starts attacking them. And the alien comes and the alien is like, oh, this is our place. And I talked about this part as well in the beginning part of the discussion. So the whole justice thing, this part I don't really understand Zeus's way of justice, how it actually works. But obviously Zeus's power is injustice, so it's negation of justice. So that part I understand. I also understand the part where they kind of explain where the aliens' form of justice was to conquer us and make us, our home planet, their home. That was their form of justice. So Zeus negates it. But what I am trying to say here is, like, if you think about it, isn't that not negation but reversal? Because they started attacking each other. How is that negation of justice? Isn't that reversal of justice? Otherwise, why are they attacking each other? Anyways, like I said, I spoke about this in detail before. So I'm not going to say anything about this now. Like I said, I feel like I need more information and need to see Zeus's power even more from here onwards to properly understand how this works. Because I feel like I have the basic concept of it, but there's still part of me that is confusing me. Especially this part. How is this negation and not actually reversal? It seems like reversal of justice, not negation. The same thing with Andy and Tatiana as well. Like how when they pointed their blades at each other, at their friends, how is that negation of justice? Isn't that a reversal of justice? Anyways, let's wait. And hopefully we get to see more of her powers in the future, and maybe we'll be able to understand it properly. Right, anyway, so they start attacking each other, the aliens, all the aliens gets destroyed, and this alien, didn't start fighting against each other, and that's why Zeus said, your outlook on justice probably was weak considered to the others. That is why you are still alive. So go away, tell everyone that don't mess with us. And he rushes off. And I love this part where they kind of say that, this was the first time extraterrestrial life was discovered, and this was the last time that someone tried to make contact with us. Right. Okay, so here is where Zeus talks about the penalties, Alongside Apocalypse, they uncovered a stone tablet which has a few number of slots. The slot table has 101 slots. Each time we serve a penalty, one slot gets filled. There's only one open slot left until it reaches 100. And then the 101th slot has a final penalty, which is Ragnarok. Okay, I guess they can just guess it then, they know what penalty they'll be getting from the beginning. Because all the stone tablet has the slot and it's written on top of it what penalty. So I'm guessing this current slot that got filled, that is the 99th slot, on top of it was probably written that addition of the Yume galaxy. Something like that. So I do wonder what the next one is. But the final one obviously is Ragnarok. So she's like, yeah, we have only one more chance to mess up. And then after that, the 101th slot, we'll all die. So yeah, that's why they're trying to hurry and get their hands on every single, negator and not to mess up. Another thing, she says, the quest Apocalypse won't open unless the round table is filled. So Apocalypse will be dormant now. So, okay, one thing I need to understand here. Okay, since we have another seed, yeah, we obtained an 11th seed as a reward for passing the burn quest. Unless we fill it, we'll receive a penalty in 3 months' time before we can take up any more quests. So this is even more problematic. I was thinking everything's going to pause now. The whole 3 months' time is also going to get paused unless until we get the final member. Then it will resume everything, the time, the 3 months' time, the quests and everything. So I was like, oh, for now, I was thinking we're going to get a little break. We can take our sweet time to do it. But it makes sense. It's not that convenient because, as G says, that's not how it works. like, so basically we cannot take a quest unless and until we fill the final seed, but the time is going to keep ticking. So the 3 months time is 3 months time. If you're able to get like the final negator within 1 day, is best for you, because you'll have the rest of the time left to complete the quests. Unless and until you get the negator, the quests won't resume. So if you get the negator on the final day or the day before that, you literally have 1 day to complete the quests, all the quests. That's crazy. So yeah, so there you go. It's not really that convenient. Everything won't be paused, because now that I'm thinking about it, if everything got paused, they could literally keep one of the seats empty forever, and the whole thing wouldn't move forward again. They can live their sweet life and leave one of the seats empty forever. That's one way to trick the system. So it's not that convenient. You cannot really do that. That is why the time is going to keep ticking, but you have to get the negator before the time so that you can get the quests. Right, so there you go. Now after that, Juice is like, Andy's like, okay, I can help you in this situation because it's on repair. I'll be helpful here. And Juice is like, okay, so Andy go, Fuko go, Tatiana go. You take Tatiana with you. She'll provide help. She'll be helpful to you. Okay, one thing. Tatiana was like, wait, me? Billy also kind of like his expression changed. I don't know why. But obviously, like, I guess they are partners, but like maybe because Juice didn't include Billy in it, maybe that's why his expressions changed there, or I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, and obviously we know Tatiana doesn't really like Andy, so this will be a little bit difficult. Yeah, and there you go. That is where this ended. So yeah, great episode. Like I said, we got more information, more clarification as to how things work here, and yeah, like that was great. So that is it, and that was my reaction to episode 10 of Undead Unluck. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Undead Unluck. Until then, goodbye, and have a nice day.